The Israeli military commander said that the operation in Gaza will last many months, in the context of the conflict threatening to spread. The war will continue for many months. We will act with different methods to maintain the results achieved in the long term, Israel Defense Forces, IDF, Commander Herzi Halevi said today. December 26, there is no magic solution or shortcut other than determination in fighting. According to Mr. Halevi, the IDF is focusing its campaign efforts in southern Gaza. He added that Israel is close to achieving its goal of eliminating Hamas in the northern part of the Strip. Many Hamas members were killed, hundreds of gunmen were captured. Israel destroyed much underground infrastructure and weapons of Hamas. The IDF will not let the security situation in Gaza return to the way it was before and prevent the October 7 attack from recurring, Mr. Halevi added. The Gaza war broke out on October 7, after Hamas suddenly attacked southern Israel, causing large casualties and taking hostages, forcing Tel Aviv to launch a campaign in the northern strip of land in response. The IDF then expanded its scope of operations to southern Gaza. The fighting has entered its 12th week and shows no signs of cooling down. United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees spokesman Saif Magongo is concerned that civilians have suffered casualties. Israeli forces must deploy all available measures to protect civilians. Issuing warnings and evacuation orders does not mean they are exempt from their obligations under international humanitarian law, he said. Gaza health authorities said on December 26 that fighting had left 20,915 dead and 54,918 injured. Intermediaries such as Egypt and Qatar are making efforts to help reach a ceasefire agreement. The White House said on the same day that U.S. President Joe Biden and Qatari Prime Minister Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani had a phone call to discuss the issue of hostages and humanitarian aid in Gaza. Israel's defense minister hinted that the country has retaliated against Iraq, Yemen and Iran, in the context of the Gaza conflict gradually spreading. We are in a multi-front war. We were attacked from 7 areas including Gaza, Lebanon, Syria, West Bank, Iraq, Yemen and Iran. We responded and took action in 6 areas in this number, Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant told the Israeli Defense and Foreign Affairs Committee today. The statement shows that the Israeli army has responded to additional targets in 3 countries, Iraq, Yemen and Iran. And let me be clear, anyone who takes action against us will be a potential target, Mr. Gallant declared. Houthi forces in Yemen, backed by Iran, recently increased their attacks on Israeli-related ships passing through the Red Sea to show solidarity with the Palestinians when Israel launched a campaign against the Gaza Strip. A pro-Iranian armed group in Iraq last week announced a UAV attack on the port city of Eilat, southern Israel. Meanwhile, Iran is Israel's rival in the region. Tehran supports Hamas and Hezbollah forces in Lebanon. Officials from Iran, Iraq and Yemen have not commented on the information. After the Gaza war broke out on October 7, armed groups in Lebanon and Syria raided Israel to show support for Hamas. The Israeli army announced retaliatory attacks against targets in these 2 countries and launched many raids in the West Bank. The fighting has entered its 12th week and shows no signs of cooling down. Gaza health authorities said today that fighting has left 20,915 dead and 54,918 injured. Intermediaries such as Egypt and Qatar are making efforts to help reach a ceasefire agreement. Egyptian sources familiar with the matter said that Hamas and its allied Palestinian Islamic Jihad group have rejected a proposal to give up power in Gaza in exchange for a lasting ceasefire. Meanwhile, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said on December 25 that the country will only stop the campaign in Gaza after destroying Hamas, demilitarizing and de-radicalizing the strip of land.